Hello folks, Miss Roll here with our types of chemical reactions number 1 video. So our objective, our learning target for this video is I can identify the different types of chemical reactions. This helps us to know kind of what's going to happen in a reaction, what kind of products we can expect, what sort of reaction we're going to see. Is it going to bubble? Is it going to explode, right? These are all important things for us to know. So first of all, what are the 5 types? There are 5 different types. These should already be in your notes. So we have synthesis, decomposition. Whoops, let me go back. Sorry, I went too fast. Synthesis, decomposition, single replacement, double replacement, and combustion. Okay, so those are our 5 different types. In this first video, we're going to cover 3 of them, and we will cover the other 2 in the next video. So what is a synthesis reaction? And our little GIF over there on the side kind of shows you what a synthesis reaction. But basically it means to combine, right? Synthesis, synthesize means to combine, to create, to put together, okay? So it's where 2 or more substances combine or react to form a single new compound. Okay, so you're gonna have an element and an element for your reactants. And then your products is just going to be one compound. Okay, an element and an element on the reactants, one compound for your products. So a couple examples. We have K and Cl2 reacting to form KCl. Right, we see our single elements and then our compound on the product side. We also have Al and O2 reacting to form Al2O3. Again, 2 single elements coming together to form one product. All right, decomposition reaction. So what are decomposition? It's the opposite of synthesis. Okay, it's to decompose, to break apart, as you can see in our GIF there. You can think of it like a couple breaking up, kind of like you see in our little Simpsons picture down there. So this is where a single substance reacts or decomposes to form 2 or more compounds. Okay, one thing breaking up into 2 or more. So this is where you're going to see a compound on the reactant side and 2 elements on the product side. So it's exactly the opposite. This is where it's important to know what's the reactants and what's the product, because it'll look the same just flipped around from our synthesis reaction. So a couple of examples. Na3N, one compound on the reactant side, is reacting to form Na and N2. So again, 2 elements then on the product side. And we have CaO reacting to form Ca plus O2. Again, one compound decomposing into 2 things, 2 separate elements. All right, combustion reactions. So this one's a little bit special. This is a reaction that burns fuel and oxygen, specifically. So in this case, you're going to see on the reaction side some combination of oxygen, carbon, and hydrogen. And then on the product side, you're going to see very specifically carbon dioxide and water. So for these, I always look at that product side. And if I see CO2 and H2O, carbon dioxide and water, then I know it's a combustion reaction. Right? Because sometimes other things can have that carbon and oxygen and hydrogen on the reactant side. So if on the products we have carbon dioxide and water, it's combustion. All right. A combustion reaction is where it's releasing energy as light and or heat, right? It's fire. That's combustion. Here's a generic example. So these X's and Y's can be replaced with any numbers, but we could have something like CXHY plus O2 reacts to form CO2 and H2O. Again, you're always going to see CO2 and H2O on the product side. So a couple of examples. We have propane combustion. That's C3H8 and O2 reacting to form CO2 and H2O. We have octane, which is C8H18 and O2 reacting to form CO2 and H2O. Or we have candle wax, which is C50H102 plus O2 reacting to form CO2 and H2O. Again, every time, CO2 and H2O on the product side. That means it is combustion. And that is it for this video. Please remember that asking questions is one of the best ways to learn, and I hope you have a fabulous day.